What's up, guys?
Oh my, the week before the finale.
I know. At the end, we have to make our picks of who we think could take it in the order that we think they're gonna come in.
All right, all right.
That opening number,
Oh
so
my,
fun. And
I
I thought
loved
it
it.
was an amazing way to feature Jackson, the new
Yeah.
troop member. He
Mm-hmm.
was phenomenal because I felt like he was like the feature
Mm-hmm.
really playing Prince in that. So
Mm-hmm.
it was really cool.
I loved the outfits. I loved the styles. It was amazing. What an opening number.
Uh My mom is up here. She joined us because we're working on some musical stuff. They can't see you at the moment because you're over.
That's fine. I don't need to.
But she's eating dinner, so if you hear the dogs making noise, that's why. Um, but it was awesome. I really liked, like I said, the use of Jackson in that, and then I also Britt had some nice features in it as well too, I
Mm-hmm.
felt.
Yeah, definitely. I loved the very ending. I loved him like behind the curtain with the guitar and like
Hmm.
just holding that shape and how cool that was. I loved that.
Um, it'll be interesting as we go through. I felt like some of the songs worked really well in the styles, and some of the songs
Not so much.
I wasn't. I love the music. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong on that. I just didn't fit. Like I felt like some of the song styling for the style of the dance fit.
I feel like we always get that when it comes to a night dedicated to a single artist. I
Hmm.
feel like we always get those numbers where they're just kind of throwing them into it and they don't exactly fit.
And I think it's hard because I'm sure there's even like some other songs that of his that you could probably use, but like they also try to pick well-known songs of
Hmm.
his, like the more
Definitely.
popular songs that people would know.
Well, that and then also kind of going through the generations, right? Where he first
Hmm.
started and then where where his career ended and trying to pick songs that kind of fit that timeline
Hmm.
of what people remember. So,
So our first couple was Elaine and Alan, and they had a foxtrot. Um, and they got 999. And even the judges said she just needed more fight. And I have to
hmm
say, I felt like they were dead on with that. Like it's just that extra oomph of energy
hmm
to put her over that top. And don't get me wrong, she was amazing. It was a very good dance. It was a nice dance. It just wasn't wow.
Yeah, it wasn't like the first thing you're gonna remember. Now the next one she does a different scenario, but
Absolutely.
it was, and but I feel like that's always the case with the foxtrot. Is I feel like the foxtrot doesn't, as a style, stand out as much as other ones do. It's kind of like a waltz. Like I feel like waltzes don't always stand out either. Um, but I thought it was beautiful. Her time in hold was stunning. Like her ability to remain in hold and keep her body in the placement that it needs to be has come such a long way.
I love the side by side too.
Mm-hmm.
The little like side by side, like the hand, like
Mm-hmm. The
she's
whole mo.
just so her extension like really is starting to come from her core like really well, and it's a beautiful ease of
Yeah.
motion that she does and her movement. Um, very classical styled, you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
So then our next one was an Argentine tango with Alex and Val. And this is one of those that the song didn't, to me, fit the Argentine tango. Like an Argentine tango is more, I don't know, a little bit slower, a little bit like it just, it didn't do it for me.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the music or if it was the style. I just don't feel like this really suited Alex. Like I feel like her legs were a little off because she wasn't sure when they needed to be straight and when they needed to be bent, and I think that kind of felt a little weird and a little
Oh,
awkward. And I feel like they all really choreographed to like the hits and the pizzazz of the music, but like I didn't feel the hit and the strength in those movements. So I don't know. Didn't do it for me.
Um, the thing though that like how you were saying with the legs didn't fit throughout the season, the her- their togetherness, like they have to be so tight,
Mm-hmm.
it has not been there. That
Mm-mm.
is like one of their it was stronger this last episode
Mm-hmm.
compared to where it's been, but it's still not as strong as tight in the body connection as they need to be. And the Argentine tango, because of all the flicks and kicks, you have to be literally like on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't. And I
No.
think that's part of what was hurting her.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
Then we had Whitney and Mark, and they had a cha-cha. Um, this was cute. It wasn't like it was good. She didn't have like her perfect posture. Her back leg wasn't always straight, like her weight wasn't always where it needed to be. But like people online either loved her or hated her. And like I know people were mad that she said that she came back to Secret Lives of Mormon Wives because she wanted to do Dancing with the Stars. I don't know. I hear that and I'm like, that's a business
Right.
strategy. So
100%.
like I don't really have a problem with
Not
that.
whatsoever. I mean,
And so
that's
I know
yeah.
like
You could say
I
that
don't get
about
it.
every person that has ever become popular and famous. Like they have all done things to get them where they are.
Right.
And
I so like I have no issues with that. Like I don't get it. I don't watch the show, so like I
I don't either. Yeah.
I know she's a beautiful dancer, and the thing that kills me is Mark's choreography for a freestyle with how strong of a dancer she was. We will miss that.
I
So I
just like, yeah, she shocked me going home, but like at the same time, like not so much because like you said, people either liked her or they didn't like her, so that was not helping. But like, I don't know, she really should be in this finale.
yeah. It was funny, guys, because I was at Hamilton when this aired, and they're touring in my city right now. And I had my mom, I had Alicia, and I had my one other friend, Joe, who all knew that I was at the show and couldn't watch the show live, all text me. They're like, stay off social media, stay off social media, because like for the elimination. I was planning on it because I didn't want to see who went home, but everyone's like they made such a big deal. I was like, oh boy, somebody big had to go home tonight, not who
Yep.
we were thinking. And that one I was surprised by. I really thought Whitney and Mark would go to the finale.
I thought so too. But that is the nature of the beast and this show, and you really do not know what's going to happen. And I also feel like people were just more apt to vote for all these others because they don't have dance experience. And I think this particular season, people really like that.
Hmm. Yeah. I think the only one now left in, well, technically Elaine has dance experience,
Yes, right, right,
but she's older. So I think
right.
it's a little different there, so she has a different
Definitely.
challenge. So really the only younger person that who is left in the competition is Alex with dance
Mm-hmm.
experience.
Right.
The next one was Dylan and Daniela, and they had a tango. This was sharp, it was clean. His frame wasn't perfect. His head, he like looked a little too far left. Um, but just what Daniela can teach, some of the nuances and some of the like just the sharpness of like the leg placement and the posture, like his body movement, like in the forward and back, like is so good. Like I
Hmm.
really think Daniela and Whitney are probably one of the two strongest teachers for female pros.
Definitely. Definitely. They both are this season, like really showing their skill set and being able to mimic the male body to teach their partner. Like, I don't even know how they're doing it, but like they both have done a phenomenal job with both of these guys, and they both have zero experience in this, and they look phenomenal.
Yeah. Um, our next one after that was Jordan and Ezra. And Jordan had the jive. Um, her feet. Did you
For
watch her
you, it's
feet?
always the feet, and for me, it's always the arms. I feel like the arms are so stiff, and that's just a gymnast thing.
Her feet were flexed on the kicks and flicks. And I'm like, that's like number one, point your toes. And point your toes. Point them.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, but you know what? It was so much fun, and like she kept up that energy through the whole thing. It was on beat, which for a jive can be really difficult.
And
So
this
I
was
feel like
fast.
it was really fast. So I feel like there were other things that she was thinking about and wasn't necessarily paying attention to her limbs all the way down to the bottom. So like her feet all the way down, her arms all the way down, like
Well, just like, yes, she is a gymnast, but this is a different set of endurance. And I almost feel like she was trying to just keep her energy in the endurance, and the technique got lost a little bit.
hmm
And then we had another jive, and that was Robert and Whitney. And let me tell you, Robert is a jiver.
he's
Like
phenomenal in a
it-
jive.
that was phenomenal. Like next level, like and Whitney was smart to bring this one back because that was his first dance was a jive and he was
hmm
so strong and then people saw, okay, he's not a dancer, but then like they came back to this. Like
hmm
smart decision.
Yeah, like it must just be I don't know. It must be all that crocodile, all the crocosium stuff. Your ability to move your feet quickly to run away from a crocodile. I don't know. It's like because
Something.
like he's just so good at chimes. Oh my gosh.
Hi, Parrot. This is
Yeah, you got a
this is
bird
Pasta
dog.
Doble, everybody, and he acts like a parrot sometimes,
Bird dog.
and he likes to sit on my shoulder.
Bird
Yes, you do.
dog.
Hi.
I have a cat that does that, not a dog though.
Um, then
Second half.
second half, they all did a second dance, which is tricky. Like they did a second
hmm
dance last week, but like these were longer and these were more full techniques, like expected of them, I feel like this time around. Because last time it was with
With the other
winners
person.
in the
hmm
relay. And so we go back to Elaine and Ellen, and they hit the Paso Doble. Th this is where she saved all her fight for.
100%.
Her
Wow.
technique, the power, like I almost felt like Paso. I love you, baby.
You hear Paso talking about the Paso Doble.
Yes, Paso is he knew that we are on the Paso Doble.
100%. He's like,
Um,
yes, 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 yes. It's me, it's me, it's me.
um, they had power, they had strength. The use of that costume was beautiful. Okay, guys,
hmm
Yeah,
guys,
Paso.
thank you, Mom.
Hazo's like, strength, yes. Me, yes.
I know, right? Um, but literally this was perfection for her, and I was so glad because when I watched the episode, I'll be honest, I thought she was going to be the one going home this week. Not anything bad, like
I was
more.
going between her and Alex, and I'm shocked. I'm so
Yeah,
shocked.
yeah, I would agree with you. And but like the thing that is cool is if Elaine wins it, she will be the oldest person to win it. Hi, My
And then
dog.
there was one week that she didn't even dance. Like, that would be so cool. Like, you want to talk about persevering and strength to get through your challenges and come out on
Yeah.
top. Like, that would be really cool.
I think the oldest one currently is Donny Osmond, who holds that title.
Oh my goodness, but Donny Osmond.
Um, so like it would be a cool thing for her, I think.
Yeah.
The next one is Alex and Val, with a Viennese waltz.
It was beautiful. It
It
was
was
nonstop.
beautiful.
It was
I
nonstop.
I don't know. It didn't wow me. I know the judges loved it. They gave them all 10. She had beautiful frame, she had beautiful technique. The rise and fall. There were little things in it again that spacing, so like if I had to judge it, I probably would have gone more for a 9. It is what it is, but like there were little things, but like overall it was beautiful. Viennese waltzes though are not usually my favorite things that correlate
Mm-hmm.
on screen if there isn't really a story behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so plus uh, I don't know, I just the music to me didn't fit this as well. I
Yeah.
felt
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was beautiful. I thought there was a lot of the technical things with it that were beautiful and that worked well.
hmm
But I agree. I think that the song did not really fit that style. And so I think that kind of threw things off a little bit. And yeah,
Our next one was Whitney and Mark with another Viennese waltz. Um, this one was really pretty as well. Again, this one didn't wow me either. Like, I don't know. The only one that I really liked was Robert and Whitney's. And I felt like it's because when we get to Robert and Whitney's, I felt like it was more tango-y versus
mm-hmm,
Viennese waltz.
mm-hmm,
Um, so yeah. Um, beautiful lines, beautiful rise and fall. I know Carrie Ann, I believe, called her out for a mistake in it, and
mm-hmm.
so that's why she gave her the 9. Um, but like I said, this just didn't read for me.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And then Dylan and Daniela, they had a cha-cha. I loved this dance. It was so much fun. Um, his just rhythm and hips. It's hard for a cha-cha at this point in the season with the
Mm-hmm.
technique and everything. And Pastel's back.
Bird
Um,
dog.
but
Yeah, I feel like it felt a little stiff for
yeah.
me. Like, but like the hips were good and like I love the troop coming in and I thought that that was a lot of fun and I think that kind of gave him the energy that
hmm
he needed to get through it. Um, yeah, I mean it was fun.
Then we had Jordan and Ezra's Argentine tango. And this was so much better. This, like her starting upside down.
I just feel like some of the lifts didn't work and I don't know if it was like
This was
getting
a
into
lift
them, getting out
centered.
of them. It was very lift centered and I just feel like some of them just were risks and they did not necessarily work because they felt a little floppy and a little wobbly in my
Sometimes her
opinion.
feet were flexed.
Yeah. So I feel like taking it from a lift standpoint did not really benefit.
Judges
Learning two
liked it.
dances in a week is tough. Yeah, they did. I know. I was a little shocked.
I was kind of too, because I was like, this was not, I didn't think her best.
I agree.
Um, then Robert and Whitney had their Viennese waltz as well. And like I said, I enjoyed this one a lot better, and I think it was because to me it felt more tango-y.
Yes.
It did have that rise and fall. Was it perfect? No. Again, not every um like frame wasn't always perfect for him.
Right. Shoulders were a little up, but that happens.
Yeah. But overall it was beautiful and I really enjoyed the choreography. I felt
Hmm.
did you feel like it was more tango-y based?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Like, and I don't know if that was a strategic thing because he generally does well in these stiffer type styles.
That's what I felt like too. So I was like, this, I feel like she did that purposely.
I think so.
It was a smart decision, I
Definitely.
think.
Definitely paid off.
Okay.
So, all right, top five.
Okay. I think Robert and Whitney are coming in first place.
I agree.
Um,
Who's your second?
Based off what I hear from other people. Okay. I have like two lists. I have what I think will happen and what I want to happen. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Um, from other people, what I hear, I think what will happen is Alex and Vat will come number two. Then I think Dylan and Daniela will come number three, Jordan and Ezra will come number four, and Elaine and Alan will come number five. What I want to happen is Robert and Whitney win, Dylan and Daniela come in number two, Jordan and Ezra come in number three, Alex and Vale come in number four, and Elaine and Alan come in number five.
Okay, so I agree with your want to happen. I also would love to have all of that happen. I think it's going to be Jordan and Ezra in five. I don't know why I think that, but I just do. Um, Elaine and Alan in four. I Alex and Val and Dylan and Daniela, and then Robert and Whitney taking it. So
So we both agree Robert and Whitney are taken.
100% I have said that from day one. I
Same.
think I have always since literally since the first day I have just thought that he just has something about his persona that is just beautiful and amazing, and I think out of anybody, I think he has earned that. I think he deserves that. I think he has shown us that. I think if we had gone through the competition and he did not excel and improve the way that he did, then I wouldn't feel the same way. But he has literally exceeded expectations every single week that he has been a part of this
I agree.
and shown with grace and with beauty and humility. And he's just, yeah, I just think he deserves it.
Mom, since you're right here, how do you think it's gonna come out?
I think it's probably going to be Robert and Whitney. Um, because I think a lot. The only wild card is I think a lot of Whitney's votes will now
Mm,
probably still go to Alex, even though it's two
mm,
different shows.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a similar dance style,
It's a good
and
point.
Vale has the
mm-hmm.
name power that Mark has.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Not
think
wrong.
there would be my dark horse
Mm-hmm.
I
right
mean,
there.
I have a friend that's literally rooting Alex all the way to the top.
And some of my students, like today, I was talking to them because I had show choir, and like they're all like, "Who are you voting for?" And everyone's like, "Robert or Alex." Like it was like
Mm-hmm.
split.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just
Yep.
interesting. And they're middle school age. So it's
Well, because that's her generation. That's her like
the TikTok
that's her
kiddos.
influencer, right? That's who that is.
Right.
So,
It's their generation.
Yeah.
and you're right. Where do those votes from Whitney now go?
Mm-hmm.
Your mom is right. That's definitely something that you have to consider and you have to pinpoint now because I think when every time you lose somebody, you do have to think about where those votes go and
Yep.
who
And,
takes those on.
and I think Andy's votes all went to Robert.
Yeah.
So I think the two of them are
I
going to
could
be.
see a couple of them going to Dylan though too.
Or even Elaine, right? I
Most of them
mean,
Hmm.
he
ended up
was such a
going
big
because of
supporter
the
of
Or
supporting
Elaine.
Elaine.
factor. Maybe. I I think at this point they're going for the best, so they're going to
Hmm.
Robert.
So
I don't know.
it's just
I
it's interesting.
this is a tough bunch. It really truly could be anybody's
The
game.
thing that's fascinating is depending on every single season, like any one of these guys, like if you put them in a different season, could have literally won it.
Mhm.
Like this is just such a power
Hmm.
filled cast that they had this year
Yep.
that they, like it's hard.
Yep.
So fun times. Hi, Jitterbug.
Yeah.
That's Jitterbug making all the noises.
Should be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I am eager to see who's gonna take it home. I'm not sure I'm gonna make 3 hours, but I'm gonna try. And
Mm. Good. I'm excited. I don't have school the next day, so I plan to stay up.
I know I don't either, but my kid has decided that 5 a.m. is his favorite time to wake up now.
Live your best life.
I guess I'm gonna need a really big coffee in the afternoon.
Yes, you will. Take a nap when you get home from work.
I wish. I can't do that. I got a 5-year-old to chase around. I'm talking about a nap. What is that? You think that exists in a house with a 5-year-old?
Optimistic. Be optimistic. Put Brian in charge.
Yeah, that doesn't work either. Um,
Given.
sometimes actually I shouldn't say that. He really does. He really does take over if I need him.
She heard you.
Oh.
She can hear you. Did you hear what
What?
my mom said?
No, what she said.
She goes, it's like having two 5-year-olds.
Sometimes, sometimes. But it's all good.
Brian, I mean that with love. I know Brian and
I mean,
Alicia
with love.
for the longest time. I have been friends with them forever, so he knows he would laugh too.
He really would. It's all good. Oh, anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens very soon.
Well, till next time, my friends, when we
Talk to
talk
you
about
soon.
the final one and we
Baby.
see who takes the Len Mirrorball trophy.
Can't wait.
So, hello, Jitterbug. Do you want to say who you think's gonna win? Yeah? That's who you think's gonna win?
I was like, are you
Really?
talking to me? I was like, are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Jitterbug is like just like she's very talkative all of a sudden here at the end.
That's okay.
So,
That's
well,
all good.
I will see you guys later. Bye.